We're here at Haunted Harvest, here inside of Frosty's Pumpkin Patch, and this haunt experience is known for being inside of real corn. So kind of think about a haunted house, but being deconstructed, where instead of walking through to different scenes, you're walking through the corn in between the different scenes, and each scene has its own theme. So in this episode, we're going to hear more about the unique challenges that come with being inside of living corn, and also what the future might hold for this style of attraction. From the Haunted Attraction Network, I'm Philip. Let's go.
So the Haunted Harvest is a little bit different than your typical haunted house. We got 2 acres of corn, we got 5 haunted houses, and so it's not your typical black walls. We have corn for the palate cleansers, 2 acres of corn. It's a 15 to 20 minute walkthrough, and there's nothing quite like it in Southern California. So here behind me, you have the first haunted house. This is House of Jack. We have vintage Halloween, we got scary ghosts, we got devils, pumpkins, skeletons, all the good stuff there. And that's just one of 5. Inside, you're gonna find brujeria, which is witchcraft. You have chickens, you have bodies crucified, you have symbols, occult pages, stuff like that. We have maniacs, and that's gonna be true crime serial killers. We got Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy, Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, all of their scenes reenacted in the corn. We have pestilence, that's a quarantine style theme, think The Thing, things like that. We got hazmat suits, you're pushing through claustrophobia tunnel, it's locked down, and you're finishing with triple Xmas, which is not your typical Santa, treating you like you've been naughty. And you got dead bodies, you got Frosty's other forest in there, and we finish with Big Frosty Head. It is certainly hell getting all this power here, because the watering cycle is probably the biggest hurdle that we face when we do this, because the way this whole thing works is they water it 3 days on, 4 days off. We're up against 2 clocks. It's the water clock and then the clock to open. And one of the biggest things is that it is weather. Even though it's hot, when they kill the water, it goes down into the ground and it comes back up. So we do elevate some of it, which helps, but the lines can get pinched, the lines can flood, lines can get bitten by gophers. There's tons of gophers in here. You see holes that you didn't see the day before, and they sprout all over the place. As far as power goes, the sheer size of this, I mean, it's over 650 feet in one direction, right? It's a lot. So we're having to use way more power, generators, things like that. Last year we were throwing power almost every night. We've kind of perfected that, but getting the lines is one of the biggest things. The cords from room to room is probably one of the biggest challenges we face. We did a few less rooms than last year and did bigger areas, and I think that kind of was the best choice that we made this year. We're at a point where what we want to try to do is almost have like what Knott's does with their haunted houses, but in one big corn maze. So we'll have favorites that come back, and maybe 1 or 2 new ones that we premiere in the tent. I think starting with something new every year, redoing the line and everything like that, keeps it fresh, keeps people coming back. This maze is actually bigger than last year's. Last year, I think we had about a 1.5 acres, and this is a full 2. And they've said that we can go a little more this way next year, so our heads are always in the future in terms of size and just in general the themes.